Good morning, beautiful people. I'm Richard Ross of the Shark, and I'm here with my sidekick, Mike, Mr. Mike. What's up, buddy?
Hey, Rick, how you doing today, bud?
Man, loving it, man. It's sunny here, and how's it your way, brother?
It's already hot. I'm down here in Florida, and it's already hot down here.
Dude, it's always hot down there, man.
Normally we're not this bad till like August, but it's hit us early this year.
And look at you, man. Well, first time me and you together, man, on this show, man. I'm pumped. Are you ready for this or what, man? Because I'm going to tell you, whatever comes out of my mouth is unfiltered.
Just a little. Just turn yourself down just a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit too much for me this morning.
It's that morning rise, but we got a great show today, man. We got Becky coming on too. So you ready to break it down? So some of the stuff we're going to talk about today, Mike, it's amazing, man. We got the top 10 free activities in Vegas with Becky is going to come up. We got AI impact on entertainment. Man, I can't wait for that. Madonna lawsuit. I got experience with this, man. And wait till you hear that story.
Is she suing you?
Not me, man. I should be suing her. All I can say is you have to wait an hour and a half. We'll talk about that later, man.
All right.
Celebrity activism, man. We can talk about that forever and ever.
Yeah. Who's not tired of that?
Oh, and then the rodeo bull. I don't know if you've seen that in Oregon, man. But, man, we're going to talk about the bull that jumped like a Michael Jordan over in the crowd. Thank God nobody really got hurt. I mean, there's only 3 people injured, but I think they're all okay right now. And streaming wars. I mean, wow. That's a big one right now. We got all the streaming battles there. So are you ready, man, to jump into this?
I'm ready, boss. Let's go.
All right, man. Let's jump into Becky. Where's she at? She's going to come on.
Becky.
Becky's in Vegas. Here she is.
I'm not in Vegas. Not yet.
Oh, come on.
I am
in the mind you are. You know that, right?
I've been there for a while, yeah.
She needs her own intro music when she comes in.
Right? Well, I guess I don't do many of these like part-time guest ones. If I'm on all the way, I guess I just have the.
So how does that song go? Via Las Vegas, right?
Yeah, right.
Come on, Mike, sing it, man. You just some Elvis.
The Elvis? No, we don't want to do. We want ratings. We don't want people to shut us off.
Oh, great. All right, Becky, take the floor here. So you've been doing some research on this.
Mm-hmm.
Give us some of these top 10 free activities.
Yes, top 10 free activities to do in Vegas. And this is just my opinion. I am not a source of fact or anything, but I went through all the ones that I found that were free and rated the top 10 that I thought were pretty cool. So coming in at number 10 is the Hoover Dam. Now, it does take 45 minutes to get there. And if you don't have a vehicle, you are paying to get there. But if you are lucky enough to have a vehicle there, then it is a free day as long as you park on the Arizona side parking lot.
Ooh.
I've never been.
See, that's I never think of going there when I'm in Vegas. I know it's there, but I don't associate that with Vegas.
Yeah.
There's too much gambling going on and other things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're looking for the neon lights, the flashing, everything going off. But that would be a very cool visit if I would ever think of that when I'm out there.
Okay, maybe I'll go this time. I've never been, but.
Well, there you go. It's number 10 on Becky's list.
Make sure you take some pictures of that. We want to see that on us.
Yes.
Yes, I absolutely will. Okay, coming in at number 9 is the Welcome to Las Vegas sign. It's just a 15-minute walk from Mandalay Bay, and everyone goes there and takes a photo. I put that at number 9 just because I think it's touristy.
Right.
But I mean, it's not like super entertaining. It's not my cup of tea.
Super crowded too, I understand.
Oh, yeah, it is. You have to wait in line.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Do you really?
A little trick, you can Google it, and then you can just cut and paste yourself on it, and then nobody will know.
If you have a Google phone, you can do it right now.
There you go.
Great idea. I don't even need to go. I even go to Vegas. I could just do it all.
There's some things you have to see.
Oh boy, that's that AI coming in. You see that, Mike? The whole trip might be AI.
Yeah, exactly. I just won't even leave my house. Coming in at number 8 is the new Sphere. Now, to go into the Sphere obviously costs money. They have concerts, but I am told that you can see it, all the lights from many different parts of Vegas.
From everywhere.
And it's quite a spectacle.
It's incredible. Wait till you see it. You have to go inside their concert. I don't care. I think the Dead's out there now, right?
Oh, that would be trippy. A Dead concert with that thing.
Oh, Grateful Dead.
I think they are, yes.
I see.
It is weird to look out of your hotel at 2 o'clock in the morning and see a giant eyeball out there.
Yeah.
That's a little.
You'll be tripping.
Yeah.
What is it near? I can't even picture where it would have been.
I'm trying to think what it's across from. It's by one of the convention centers, so because I saw it every day when we were there. Crap, I can't think.
You can't miss it. As soon as you fly into the airport,
Yeah,
you'll
you
see the
can't miss it.
stadium and you'll
It's
see the
huge.
Spear. That's it too.
Okay, that's awesome. I'm excited to see that. I would love to go see a concert there. Not a huge U2 fan. I know they were there for a while. I don't think I'm a huge Grateful Dead fan either. So I don't
There's
know.
a mall attached to the Sahara that has a mini version of it in there.
Oh,
Ooh,
that's
nice.
cute.
So not like mini, but smaller than the actual one.
That's cool. Okay, we'll check that out. Coming in at number 7 is the Flamingo Wildlife Habitat. I've stayed at the Flamingo. It was lovely. It's sort of a more relaxing touristy site. You're not having the hustle and bustle and all the noise. You can see flamingos, turtles, fish, gardens. So if you're looking for more of a quiet activity to do, go to the Flamingo Wildlife Habitat. Oh, Ron's saying that's a must see. He's into
Must see for
nature.
him. Right.
Number 6 is the Link Promenade. Again, I haven't been there. I've been to Vegas quite a few times, and for some reason, I've completely missed this iconic shopping street. So it's like an outdoor mall full of bars, restaurants, shopping. That's where that big Ferris wheel is. And it's completely free. I mean, unless you're spending money on shopping. Number 5 is the Bellagio Conservatory and Botanical Gardens. So this changes out 5 times a year. That's those really ornate, fancy displays in the Bellagio lobby or just behind the lobby. Have you guys ever seen it?
Yeah, I've seen that. We stayed at the Bellagio a couple of
Yeah.
times at the trade show.
Oh, yeah.
It is nice. The big love
I've been there
signs
a
there.
million-
with people.
I've been there a million times, Becky, and I haven't done any of this stuff. I go to the phone party when I'm there. It's
Yeah, right. You're doing the nightlife. You're not doing the touristy stuff, clearly.
Rick's running the
Jersey
parties.
Shore fist pumping.
He's DJing stuff and everything, right?
I mean, that sounds okay too. But I don't know. I love flowers. I love the garden. I love how ornate and artsy it is. So that's a definite must see. That probably would have been near the top of my list, but there's so many good ones still coming up. So number 4 is the Lake of Dreams at the Wynn. This happens from dusk and every 30 minutes until closing, whenever that is, probably midnight. It's there's a free area to watch it from, but they suggest to watch it from one of the restaurants or bars that are there. And then, of course, you're spending money, but apparently it's pretty cool. Again, haven't seen it. I have this list of great things to do while I'm there. Number 3 is the Bellagio Fountains. That's from 3 p.m. every 30 minutes up until 8. And then after 8, it's every 15 minutes until midnight. So when I was there last year, it was the coldest. It was April. It was so cold, so windy. And they were not on very much. I saw them, I think, maybe once or twice while I was there, but they had canceled them. So I'm very much looking forward to the Bellagio Fountains this year.
They got shut down for a while because some rare duck or something landed in it that was endangered, and they couldn't run the fountains till the duck left.
Oh, no way. Can't they just...
One duck. No, they can't. They couldn't touch him. He's endangered. Can't touch me. I'm endangered. Leave me alone. I'm going to sit in the pond.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
So he's gone now, though. So
okay, that's
he
good.
should be okay.
Number 2 is the Fremont Street Experience. It is so cool. I actually prefer Fremont, to be honest. There's the light show, there's concerts, there's zip lines, there's tons of bars, lots of...
Oh, it's where the giant zip line thing is. It goes through the thing.
Mhm.
Yeah. And when we were there last year, the zip line got stuck. And
Oh, my
so
Lord.
this girl was zooming across and stopped directly above us. And I mean, it's not like it's super, super high. So she's within, face shot of everybody. And she's just stuck there and everyone is staring at her, pointing. And you could tell she was so uncomfortable. And a guy came trapezing along the rope to come save her and then took her off. She probably was up there for 10 minutes just having everybody stare at her.
I'm sure it seemed a lot longer to her.
Oh, yeah, like a lifetime.
Yeah.
And my number 1 choice for must-see free things in Vegas is the Mirage Volcano, which will be closing very soon.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, because the Mirage is no more after, I think it's July 14th. And you can see the volcano.
It's going to be the Hard Rock's taking it over. It's going to be like the one in Florida.
The giant half a guitar sticking up on the
giant guitar.
Incredible. Yeah. It'll be the biggest thing in Vegas now.
Yeah. So we're going there. We've got tickets to Beatles Love because that's there. And we're going to check out the volcano. That happens every day from 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. and we're gonna get some chips from the Mirage just to bring home. And yeah, I just put that as number one because it's gonna be no longer in.
Okay, Becky, what's up with the pawn store? It's not in there.
The pawn store?
Yeah,
they might not do that in Canada, Rick.
Well, is that like an A&E show?
Yeah,
Like
exactly. It's an A&E show.
Been on for 20 years. You got to go there. It's
Pawn
like
Stars, I think it's called.
Yeah.
And do what? Pawn stuff?
No, it's actually very famous. People go there all the time. Yeah, celebrities, everybody.
Oh, interesting.
It's something to be on a list. It's free. Trust me.
Okay, interesting. It seems like something my husband would be into, but I'll do it for the stories when I get back, I guess.
And then if you get a chance, the other free one is, how about the movie Hangover? Check out all the sites where they filmed Hangover.
Oh, that's fun. Like a little
parking lot.
That's cool.
Movies in the back of the car. That'd be fun.
Yeah. Awesome.
And you can reenact it too, right?
I don't think so. I think this is a sober trip for me.
Just do the photos at the end of the movie. Just do that part.
Yeah, exactly.
Here we go. Mike's all about AI. Just do the AI stuff.
Just do the AI stuff. I'll pop it up for you, and I'll have it for you before you leave.
Perfect.
Here's Becky with a tiger. Here's Becky throwing up. Here's Becky at the bar.
Exactly. So I'm saying I can just have Becky with the Mirage volcano. It doesn't even matter if I ever see it.
There you go.
That's awesome. How long are you going to go there for, Becky? How long?
Yeah, just 3 days. It's too tiring otherwise, It's not a relaxing trip. Your feet hurt. You're walking like 30,000.
Yeah, you're walking everywhere.
Yeah.
And the heat, like we talked about yesterday. Ugh.
Ugh. After a while, that food gets in your stomach. It's like, geez, I just want a real food again.
I'm such a foodie too, so I want all the things. And my husband is not. My husband is not a foodie, so it's very tough to decide on where to eat while we're there. And yeah, it's exhausting. And eventually, you just get tired of the noise, right? All the constant dinging, the bells,
right.
That's why I want to do some touristy things on my trip.
Is your husband a football fan?
Not really.
Okay. I was going to say, if you could tour Raider Stadium, it's amazing.
Oh, I mean, he'd be into that for sure.
It's something just like, it looks like it's Star Wars.
Yeah. He's definitely more of a hockey fan. And so if we make it to game 5 for Edmonton,
we won't mention that, right?
I'm not happy about it. But if we make it to game 5, it's right at the exact same time that we are watching Beatles Love. So we're going to sneak our phones into Cirque du Soleil and log in, watch it. Yeah.
But at least go Panthers, by the way.
It'll be on TV there somewhere. One of the gambling bars or something.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm sure of it.
So.
Oh, yeah, they'll be on everywhere. Oh, my God, the hockey, it's big. You'll have people with the uniforms on and everything down there, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And a lot of Edmontonians go down to Vegas, so I think we'll be in good company down there.
Edmontonians.
Yeah, Edmontonians.
Ooh, look at you.
Via
Las Vegas. Come on, Mike. Come on. You want to sing it, dude.
No, I don't want to sing, Rick. I don't want to sing.
You can see, I was on American Idol.
Were you really?
Were you really?
Can't you tell?
Did you win? I don't think you won.
April Fools. You never know with me if I'm telling the truth or not. You know that. So
yeah, that could have been a thing. I mean, you never know.
Yeah, right.
I like how you guys said really. Like you thought. I was like, man, maybe for a chance after they heard that voice.
Well, I mean, you didn't have
or are you just being nice to me? Were you guys being nice?
And maybe you're one of the people they put on that's bad just so it's funny.
Yeah, exactly. You could have been on it, but not have done well on it.
Right. Or I could have been in the backstage, putting the uniforms on them and stuff like that in the dressing room.
Right, there you go.
You were one of those guys with those grandiose sense of self who thinks they're just the best singer and comes out there and.
No. Trust me, if I could sing, I wouldn't be here right now.
Sounds like
I'd be a country music star. I can't sing a lick.
Too bad. Well, boys, that is it for my list. I am dropping off here, but come back on Thursday when I will be here with Ron and I will have another list for you of the Vegas.
Perfect. Well, thank you, Becky.
Becky, take care.
Have a good day, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Man, Ron, that was a great list, wasn't it?
Ron? Wait, no, Ron to answer?
Oh, Mike, shit. You guys look alike.
We look so much alike. It's understandable. He's bald,
what do you think of that list?
We look exactly the same. She does a good job. I like Becky. It was fun doing a show with her yesterday.
Exactly. All right, buddy, you ready to deep dive into these other subjects? And let's go with the
Yeah, you
next one.
want to? What's next? We jump into AI's impact in entertainment.
Yeah, you go for it, man. And
All
then
right. AI offers numerous advantages in the entertainment industry, enhancing creativity, efficiency, and personalization. I use it a lot in my podcast stuff. I use it all the time. But they use it for content creation, which I also do too. AI can assist in creating new content, such as generating scripts, music, and visual effects. Now, I have not used it for video stuff yet. I'm not quite that far into it, but I have used it for scripts, show content. I use it for graphics all the time. And then ChatGPT just recently, last week I think it was, you can now talk to it like it's Siri or Alexa. One day I was sitting there and it
Did you hear about ChatGPT? What's happening? They said they're going to run out of words after a while. You know that. It's going to run out of.
He's going to run out of words?
Yes.
What does that mean? He's going to run out of things to say?
I don't know. It was on Cheddar News. I don't know what's up with that.
Because now that I've used it for different things, it finds information that's more pertinent to me when I ask it something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like if I put in all the details of this show and ask it for an episode description, then later I can ask it for a summary without giving it the description it gave me.
Well, you know what's amazing is you can make a movie. Like my brother makes movies and he's an actor in LA, but he does like little scripts when he comes home.
Right.
I could be in the mountain with snow and it could be like 80 degrees outside. Like you could do a whole mountain scene. So it's great for the movies because they're not in, they do in a big studio. They don't have to go to Switzerland or nothing now. You know, the cost of making a movie now, you can actually make it on your iPhone. Seriously.
Yeah. It's got to be comparable next to nothing anymore.
Well, you know what's funny about AI when you talk about it? You really think the studios that are taking off now are the Netflix, Hulu. Isn't it amazing how they bring all the great actors in now for the movies?
Yeah, the streaming services are now making all their own movies. And they're usually, like I said, they're usually pretty good. There was a time in the beginning where they weren't very good at all.
They were like Hallmark movies. No offense, but they were like Lifetime.
They were terrible. But yeah, I mean, even Netflix lately is really up their game.
Did you see what's coming out in July? Now we can date ourselves on this. Beverly Hills Cop.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm
can't wait.
A big Axel Foley fan. I can't wait for that to come out. All right. AI helps with personalization. It can help provide personalized content, which we just talked about. Recommendations. Streaming services like Netflix and Spotify use AI algorithms to analyze user preferences and suggest movies and shows. So all that stuff that pops up they're suggesting is based on AI algorithms of things you've already watched.
That's good stuff, man. You know what? And you know what? The entertainment industry is totally changed in the last 5 years. Isn't it crazy? Like I remember going to down to in Hollywood, you can see the props. All that stuff's being sold now. You know that.
Right, because they don't need them anymore.
Could you imagine making a movie like they did back in the 80s, like Back to the Future, all the props and everything? Now you could do AI.
Right.
That would be great. Do a movie in like 2 weeks.
Well, they're redoing one of those too.
What? Back to the Future?
Yeah, where Michael J. Fox is older.
Get out.
The guy that plays Spider-Man is in it.
Okay, so that's awesome. I got to tell you, the Doc, did he ever age? He looks the same.
No, he's looked the same since he was
on. He was 80 when he was in like 40.
Was that the same guy that was on Taxi? I'm dating myself here too.
Christopher, what is it? Christopher Reeve? Is that his name? Reeves
no, Christopher Reeves was Superman that fell off the horse and was no longer Superman.
What was the guy's name? The Doc. Shit.
Crap. I think it's Christopher something.
It is. I think it is Christopher. Yeah. Was he on
Uncle,
Taxi?
Uncle Ron, if you could look that up. He was in Taxi, Uncle Ron just said. All right, so he was in Taxi. He plays that. The hair. I think the hair was just not white back then. But
they said they got that hair and then they used it for Seinfeld. Well, Kramer. They said that hair was based off of the Dog.
Oh, really? Based off of Kramer? That's interesting. All right. Audience engagement. AI enhances audience engagement through interactive and immersive experiences. Chatbots and virtual assistants can interact with fans in real time with augmented reality and virtual reality powered AI can create immersive environments for gaming and virtual concerts. Have you tried any of that immersive stuff?
Not yet. I just did a lot of videos, but it's like.
Yeah, I did it one time in an airport. They had a sample, but that was years ago. And I was like walking around with dinosaurs at the airport. It was pretty cool, but I'm sure now it's a lot better.
Well, they said they're going to do it for virtual work. Like if you work at home, you're going to put this on it. So you're going to have a great environment. So you have butterflies flying around where you're typing and everything like that. Like you're in this Mario Brothers world.
Oh, so instead of looking at the screen, I can just turn my head and see Rick sitting right here next to me.
Exactly. And then you look straight back and you're right on your screen again. Is that
right
wow?
On the screen. Oh, that would be crazy, wouldn't it?
Dude, we're never going to have to leave our house. You know that. That's what's scary about it.
Right. Well, there was what was that? There was a movie like that where people never left their house anymore, but they were running robots through AI. through virtual reality. He had these little goggles on. The guy from Die Hard was in it. Can't think of his
Oh,
name.
Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis. Yeah, Bruce Willis was the cop trying to find
Okay.
the bad person who was hiding behind other people. So, like, you could be a girl if you wanted to. You know, your person that's out in the world could be a female, or you could be a dog, or you could be, you know, anything you wanted to be.
It's kind of amazing. You know what they said real quick about AI? Even the dating sites now, they said they're going to make an AI where you could, like, if you go on a date, you put these goggles on and you could look like whoever you want to be. So we won't even have our real face anymore.
You don't need him, I guess. Christopher Lloyd, that's his name. Thank you, Uncle Ron.
Christopher Lloyd, that's right.
Lloyd, that is it.
So he's coming back for sure, right? In the movie?
Oh yeah, he's in it. He's in it. Michael J. Fox is in it. I think he's in it briefly. They showed him on the trailer being a professor at a college, and he's teaching time travel or the theory of time travel. And I guess one of the kids, the kid who plays Spider-Man, finds the DeLorean or something. It looks like.
Nice. I hope Biff is in it. He's got to be in it, right?
I would imagine, but he hasn't done anything else since, so I'm sure he jumped at the chance.
I know. Is that crazy? Biff was like the rock, like he was like the second rock star in that, and just like that was it.
Then all of a sudden he was gone.
Maybe we'll get him on the podcast or sometime. What do you think? I'll call Biff up.
Oh, you know what? That might be easy to do.
Hey, Biff, you're out there. We love you, brother.
Yeah, those D and E level celebrities are easy to get on these shows.
Oh, man.
All right. Finally, market analysis. AI provides valuable insights into market trends and audience behavior. By analyzing large data sets, AI helps entertainment companies understand what content resonates with their audience and predicts future trends, allowing for more information and decision making. So that actually comes in handy on podcasts, too. It'll tell you what topics hit better with your audience.
Yep. And it'll tell you what topics are like hot for the day, hot for the minute. You know, you can Google anything.
Right.
It's great, man. All right, brother. Is that all for AI, man?
That's all for the AI stuff. Yep. Now we get into the Madonna lawsuit.
Woo, the material girl, like a virgin, whatever you want to call it, you know, like a prayer, whatever. I mean,
man, she hadn't been a virgin for a long time.
Oh, boy. What was her first boyfriend? Sean Penn? She was married to Sean Penn back in the day.
I doubt it was her boyfriend, but I think that was her first husband, yeah.
No, and then she had that, remember that book? It came out, Justify My Love. And yeah, she dated Dennis Rodman. And then she got into that, like, where she should be almost in Vegas every day doing a show. It was like out of control. Justify My Love.
A quick little story. Back when she first came out, I lived in just outside of Michigan, where she's from, or outside of Detroit. And I worked at Kmart and I sold TVs and stereos and things back then. Supposedly her parents came in and bought a stereo because what I was showing them the stereo, big sound design, you know, the giant speakers, all the
the big one, yeah,
the big ones. Her song came on the stereo while I was showing it to this older couple, and they go, "Oh, that's our daughter. She's going to be a big deal someday." I'm like, oh, isn't that nice?
And you're like, whatever, right?
Yeah, like whatever. Do you want this thing or not?
You know what's funny? So she's from Detroit.
Yeah.
She never represents, like you never see her at the Lions games or nothing. She doesn't represent
nothing.
Like Eminem does and all that. Right. Like you represent your city. She doesn't even claim it.
Does about it anymore. Like I went to Rochester High School. She went to Rochester Adams, which was the competing high school there in the town.
So I take it she doesn't come back at all to the class.
I doubt it. Yeah, I don't go back at all, so I don't think she would either. So,
so this lawsuit, I got some friends that dealt with this, and I did too. I actually went to a Madonna concert a while back. She's known for the lawsuit is she lets you wait for like an hour and a half, Mike, before she comes on.
So she starts an hour and a half late.
Well, all the other acts go, and then you have an hour and a half intermission.
Oh, so the opening acts have already started.
They started. You're all fired up, and then you sit there and drink beer. You're bored. Yeah, and it gets. I mean, one time she didn't come on until 11:45, 12 o'clock at night, and people. It's like a Thursday night in Pittsburgh, and I'm like, people's complaining, bitching. It's like, and then she's like, "Well, I'm fashionably late. I'm sorry, man, but my take on this, I don't like this. This is not your audience." So people are like shooting down and saying, "We want our money back. We want all the things." Sure. This lawsuit's all about this late stuff.
Yeah, I would have. I mean, unless my wife was a huge Madonna fan, I'd have left after 45 minutes.
Well, hell, you know what I knew what her comment was. Well, I'm Madonna. Either you stay or you don't. You know what? You're gonna lose fans that way, man. That's not how Taylor Swift operates. You know.
No. The Swifties will come after you anyway. So.
Oh, So that big lawsuit's going on and on and on. And I don't even know if she's touring this year. I think she's taking a year off. But yeah, if you go to a concert with her, make sure you have some roadies with you or something in your pocket to drink because
something. Or maybe they'll let you leave and come back in.
No, they don't. So you're stuck there. And you know what's happened is most of the vendors, you know how that is. They close to like the final act. You can't get any more alcohol. So you're like So you're all dry. Everybody's like,
Wait. So they
hard.
didn't stay open because she didn't play. So they said like, okay, we close at midnight. We're sorry, she doesn't start.
Yes, yeah, they don't
Oh,
stay
that's
open.
stupid. Stay open and get the sales for the booth.
Well, they can't because I think it's like they don't know how long her show's going to be because it goes in and out. So if it's always 2 hours before the show ends, they stop. Just like baseball and everything else.
Wow.
And then a couple of times, I mean, I think the longest she was late was like 2.5 hours. I mean, come on, Mike. I mean,
yeah, it's just.
I could be in Florida. I could be on a plane in Pittsburgh and fly to Florida and see you, bro. That's
come down. Hey, Rick, what are we doing? I'm at a Madonna concert. I had some time to kill.
And still get back to Pittsburgh for the concert.
Get back in time for the concert. All right. Well, I gotta go. It's 2:00 in the morning. She's gonna come on any minute. So.
And when she says fashionably late, come on. I mean, that was a term in the 80s. You can't use that now to piss off your.
That's just an excuse for that show or something.
Yep. So
that's just Madonna fans.
If I can say anything, Madonna, if you're out there listening.
Yeah, if you're a big listener of the Rhode
or
Island.
Sean Penn, your ex, please tell your ex there to stay on time because that's what we want these days. We got to be on time, or at least 20 minutes late's okay, half hour.
Yeah,
but
20 minutes, half hour. Things happen, technical difficulties, whatever. But
we're all hyper these days, dude. We don't. I mean, how many people's on their cell phone? Their cell phone battery's running out. They're tired. They're irritable. Oh, what a nightmare that is. All right, brother, you ready for the next one? That's it for Madonna for today.
Yeah, I'm ready. So, what's next? Celebrity activism.
Oh, boy.
Celebrities have threatened to leave the United States in response to political developments, particularly the election of Donald Trump. We're not political here on this show, but that was what they had problems with. So here's a list of the people that said they were going to leave if he got elected, and then they didn't. And then we'll get on to Robert De Niro's latest rant where he went crazy because Trump got convicted.
Yeah, keep that mask on, Robert. We're good.
Yeah. All right. Miley Cyrus. She said she was going to leave the country if he became president. She didn't leave. She's still here. Yeah. Whoopi Goldberg. She same thing. She mentioned if Trump won, she would leave. She didn't leave. And honestly, I wouldn't care if she left anyway.
No, I think the whole View can leave. No, I'm just joking.
Yeah, well, I'm with you there. Samuel L. Jackson. He specifically stated he would move to South Africa. He didn't. I like him, but he didn't leave either. Cher. I didn't even really know she was still alive, to be honest.
She has like 9 lives.
I guess so. Known for her dramatic flair, Cher claimed she would move to Jupiter. Oh, well, I guess that was a little bit.
Oh, come on, Cher.
A little bit of an empty threat there then. Amy Schumer, I don't like her either. She can leave too. But she didn't leave. Jon Stewart, he humorously mentioned considering relocating to another planet. Well, people think they
a planet. Yeah, come on. It's impossible.
Yeah. Nev Campbell, I like Nev, but she was going to leave. And then Barbara Streisand, who's not really, she's going to move to Australia or Canada. She might have done that. I don't know. Moving to either one of those, that's like USA light. So, I mean, you might as well still be in America if you're going to move to those places.
You know what's amazing about this, Mike? I know Hollywood is Hollywood. It goes to their head. But when it comes to politics, stay out of it. The Rock, he kind of got himself in trouble and he kind of backstepped. Like he said, I voted for Biden. We're not talking about politics, but he said, I'm just going to keep it low key now. And I think because he lost a lot of people that way. So, because there's people on both sides that loved his movies. You know how it is.
He lost a lot of people with there was something going on with him and Oprah with Hawaii. They were buying up the burnt out.
Oh, yeah. And I'm going to tell you what, I got some inside scoop on some of the people over there that I know. And all I can say is some of these stories could be true. That's all I'm saying.
Oh,
well, could be. I'm going to leave it like that because I don't need to be canceled.
Allegedly could be true.
Yeah, allegedly. That's a great word. Yeah. It's like,
we use it all the time on my shows. We use it all the time.
But you know what? I like, even like, you're going to talk about Robert De Niro and all these other ones. It's like, they're coming out and they're trying to support like their candidate, but it's like, at this day and age, it's like Hollywood. We don't care who you. Support.
Yeah, we don't care. I mean, granted, it brings attention to whatever cause or whatever they're doing something for. More people are looking at it, but I really don't care that Robert De Niro doesn't like Donald Trump.
No, and you know what? I love when that one guy said, "Hey, washed up guy." I'm like, you're older than Biden. And it's like he's like, and it's like he's.
Yeah, I saw a picture of him the other day without any makeup on for movies or anything. He's looking really rough lately.
Oh, how old is he? Is he?
He's got to be in his 90s, I'm guessing by now.
He just had a baby too. You know that.
Did he really?
Yeah, I think his kid's like 1 year old. Yeah, come on.
He's never going to see that.
But you know what's funny is, Mike, these people in Hollywood, they think that the real life is like Hollywood. Like they get so pumped up, like we said, big headed, and not all of them are like that. But the ones that stay out of it, it's okay. And I think politicians, if we can say anything real quick, don't jump on a celebrity bandwagon because it could hurt you. I mean, I just
right. You never know what's going to come out of a celebrity's mouth or out of their closet that they've been involved.
And that De Niro thing, I mean, you can elaborate about it, but I think it was bad. Like, even his speech was pretty bad. He had to pull it out and write. It was like on a piece of paper, like tablet paper. Did you see that?
I caught the end of it. I didn't know that. So yeah, he's got to have a script. Apparently, he can't even just wing it off.
That's what they said. They said, yeah, he's still in Hollywood. He has to have a script. He can't.
Maybe he thought he was doing a movie.
For what? Hallmark?
Like Ronald Reagan when he was president of those last couple of years. They had him convinced he was doing a movie.
Oh.
God love her. Nancy ran the country for 4 years.
I know. Hey, he was actually a pretty good actor, wasn't he? I heard.
Yeah. Well, I didn't see any.
What was it? Westerns. He was big in westerns, right?
He was big in those spaghetti westerns back then. Yeah, and he did those
western.
The ones with the monkey. Bonzo Goes to Washington or something like that.
Oh, Bonsai. What's the other one? Bonanza. Bonanza.
No, Bonanza was with Hoss and Little Joe and Paul.
Look at that. You know all that stuff. My goodness.
I'm a big TV nut, TV and movie guy.
That's awesome, man.
Back when
so what other movies from that era? Are you a Three Stooges guy? I got to ask you.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, I still can watch that stuff. Is it on TV now, or is it like you have to just watch it like on YouTube?
You're probably on some weird streaming service.
Because they probably canceled half that stuff because of violent. You can't hit anybody with a hammer and
right. Yeah. Well, they tried to remake it. They tried to do another movie with new guys, but it didn't. I don't think it did well.
Well, anything like that you can't remake. I mean, come on.
No, you can't. You can't.
Okay, so who was your favorite character in Three Stooges? I got to ask you, man.
Curly Joe.
I was a Mo guy. I just was like, Mo was like that snarky, bitch kind of guy that
makes complete sense.
And then what's the other one? Shemp or whatever?
Shemp was the dark-haired guy that sort of parted in the middle and came down. There was Joe. After Curly left, they brought in Joe, another fat, bald guy. And then there was Shemp. And then nobody ever talks about Larry, the guy with the red hair.
Isn't it kind of funny how they actually, like, Mo was the CEO, and then you had Larry, and then the last one was always like the bottom level. It's kind of like they kind of made it like a business kind of like you work for me, because Mo was like the CEO of the whole show.
Mo was the guy in charge.
Man, some great shows though, man. The one when they were in prison real quick with the paint, remember that? They painted themselves out of prison.
Yeah. They always rotated that third guy in. So I guess they had problems keeping those guys alive, I think. I think Curly died.
Yeah, they're all dead now, of course, right?
I should. Yeah, they have to be. But they were in their 50s or something back then, I would imagine.
Good stuff, man. Any more with the activism you want to talk about?
No, that was it. Just they all talk and then they don't follow through on anything.
Exactly. Nothing at all. All talk and no action. So stay in the studios, guys and women. Okay, so the rodeo bull. This is a good one here, man.
All right.
So what I like is about this one, man. I'll tell you what, it's kind of dangerous, Mike. If you realize, did you see that what happened in Oregon?
No, what happened in Oregon? Is this the rodeo thing we're talking about now?
Yeah, the bull jumped over. I mean, we're talking 15.
Scared. I didn't see that. No.
Yeah, look at this. I mean, we're talking.
Go ahead. You go ahead.
What the hell? It's jumping 10, 20 feet. This is like Michael Jordan slam dunking. Like, there's no protection here. What the hell?
Is it the first time a bull has ever jumped into the audience?
I've done research. All the time. I mean, this is something that's like, what? And I go to rodeos sometimes. It's like, this is so dangerous these days. Like, dude, you never think
down front.
Yeah. I mean, I've been to like NASCAR on a side note, and you get busted by all the rubber and all that. If you're in a
sure,
you come out, you're like dirty as can be, man. But how's a bull going to jump that high, Mike? Come on, seriously.
I don't know. I mean, like at NASCAR, they put up those giant nets. They couldn't put up a net to catch the bull without blocking anybody's view or anything.
He must have been too tight around. You know what? You know what I mean? Because that's what happens.
Yeah, I know. I was going to say they must have really tightened that rope up and pissed him off.
What's funny is I had a friend that didn't know that's how a bull gets angry. They're like, how does a bull get upset? I'm like, the same thing. A cop and a guy. I think, yeah.
Like, come here. I got a shoelace. Let me show you how this works.
Yeah, they thought they just. She asked me. She's like, did they just like punch him on the butt or something like that, like on the ass? Like, no. This is why they keep bucking over and over again. Yeah,
right.
They're in misery. Yeah.
Did you see that one? It was going around social media last year, the year before. The bull throws the guy, and the guy lands, and he hits something, so he sort of freezes. And then his dad jumped. The bull was coming at him. it was a younger guy in his 20s. His dad jumped out of the stands, threw his body over the top of his son, and the bull whacks the dad twice in the back before the clowns could get over to him.
No shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy stuff. Well, how about Spain? Dude, they do it for free. The running the bulls.
Over there. You're right. It's a sport.
I mean,
they kill
seriously,
you
could you imagine doing that? What would you, seriously, Mike, what's the purpose of doing that? People they die every year.
Yeah, it must be what's in Spain, one of those machismo things.
I mean, you have to almost be drunk before you even start this, right? I mean, and I hope you're not wearing flip-flops when you're running.
Oh, you're talking about the running of the bulls?
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about bullfighting. I just saw.
No. Running the bulls first. We'll talk about that.
Running the bulls is just stupid. Who wants to do that?
I mean, seriously, that's crazy.
Either that or I'm way in the front and I'm getting out fast.
Oh, but you're just pulling people over and stuff like that. I mean, and bulls are they're fast.
Right. And they don't put little caps on their horns or anything either, or saw off the tips or anything.
No, and it's like people do it every year. It's like a big crowd thing. Everybody's looking out the
big
window. Watch.
Big thing.
And
they all wear those white shirts and those little red berets.
Never got that. That's not on my bucket list anytime soon, unless I just want to call it a day.
Not at all.
Yeah, but even the bullfighting, you get back to that, man. What do you think of that, man? Is that still a thing? And I know Mexico does it. That's not big here?
I think Mexico still does it. Yeah.
Oh,
I think it's still a thing then.
They want me to do the running their bulls. Oh my! I don't know how much money you guys have.
Oh yeah, you just run with your phone in front of you. And we'll
do like a GoFundMe page, right? I'll do a GoFundMe page.
GoFundMe page. Want to see Rick run with the bulls? You got to donate $10.
My last show, guys. I'll be my last show, dude. Rest in peace.
Maybe you do well. We make it a yearly thing.
Hey, maybe I come in first place. I mean, is there awards for that, or is it just you survive?
I don't know. That would be good. Maybe you get the choice of the bull, or the cut of meat from a bull, or something.
But all joking aside, back to the bullfighting. Would you do that? Seriously, would you be like a bullfighter?
No, I'm not doing that. I'm not stupid.
Dude, and they tease him with the red, right? It's always got to be red, right?
Well, yeah, but apparently it's not the red; it's the movement. So the red just looks nice.
Oh, okay. So it's
but you could shake a blue one at him, and then. Oh, Ron's gonna put it on his Patreon page. Want to see Rick run with the bulls.
All righty. Well, you know what? I'm going to do that, guys. I'm going to work on my AI skills.
We're going to figure out this AI video thing.
All three of us are going to be running with the bulls, right?
That's right. We'll all run with the bulls.
I'll have to find out when it is, and we'll work on some AI with Ron and get that up there for us, a video of us running with the bulls.
Sometimes the bulls run past you. At that point, are you done? Did you win?
But how many bulls is there? That's the key.
Yeah, I don't know.
Right, after one passes you, is there another one that gonna let out the gates?
Yeah, I don't think there's just one, unfortunately. Well,
it's almost like a video. It's almost like a video game, like you're playing Frogger or something like that. Seriously, it's
it's a real life Frogger.
You're dodging. Do you realize your life is in jeopardy at that point? Seriously, do you realize you're with a million people?
Yeah, at some point you're like, oh, this was stupid. I'm about to die.
And there's no way out because you're beside them buildings. You know that there's no way to get.
There's a chute they make you run through.
Yeah, you can't just run off in the field somewhere. You're stuck.
I think you can jump over the wall like the bull did at the rodeo. Because when the bull comes, you see the guy's asses and legs going up in the air as they jump over the side.
So true. Oh, would not be something.
That's where that bull got the idea. He was at the running of the bulls. You're like, you know what? You can get out if you jump over the wall.
Let's get out of here, man. I tell you what, seriously, if I went over and did that, I don't know. I'd probably drink a whole bottle of wine before I go or something like that, or shots or something. Yeah, I mean, you cannot do that sober.
But then you run the risk of getting hit sooner because your motor skills have been deteriorated from the alcohol.
Yeah, it got to be.
But you won't feel it, though, so it'll be fine.
Never. And then bullfighting, is there a skill? Do you have to take classes for this? I wondered that. I'm going to check that. Do you know anything about that?
Well, there's got to be some way they teach you how to get in them damn tight pants because that's not an everyday thing either.
No, it's dude, and it's always in these climates where it's hot, like Mexico. Dude, right. You're sweating, so your movement's not going to be as great.
Right, and they're not silk. I don't think. They look like they're wool or something. They got to be very warm. And you're wearing those little slippers. Can I have a pair of sneakers? I've got to fight a bull here.
Well, I'm going to tell you, when I grew up in the country, so this is something I did. We jumped over the barbed wire fences in Pennsylvania and used to try to do a little cow tipping,
right?
Yep,
I'm familiar.
But okay, so my friend, we're drinking one night. We are legal age at the time, maybe we weren't, but all joking aside, yeah. And he thought it was a cow, It was a fucking bull. It was a bull.
Yeah.
Language. Oh boy, it was a bull.
Completely
And guess
different
what?
game.
Guess what? He jumped over that barbed wire and his legs were all bloody, dude. I mean, dude, when you push and it doesn't fall, you're like, oh shit.
Yeah, nobody's ever gone bull tipping. That's not a thing.
No, and when it's dark at night, you could tell the difference between a cow and a bull. I mean, like, a dairy cow or whatever like that. Because you hear, and you're like, oh shit.
Rick said family show, Rick. Or Ron said family show.
I said the fudge word. Do I have to put, okay, next show, I guess I have to actually put a bar of soap in my mouth, right? Like Ralph.
Oh, it's another thing. If you want to see Rick eat a bar of soap, that's $5.
That I'll bring the Dove soap next time. Unless you want me to do Safeguard or Irish Spring. You tell me.
Oh, Irish Spring. The green stuff.
Oh, yeah. And I'll have my Guinness right beside it to wash it down, okay?
There you go. Oh, yeah. Make a theme.
Exactly. That's it, man. So I tell you what, we closed. I mean, and then the last one, we got to wrap up with this, the streaming wars, man. I mean, Mike, you go first.
There is a streaming service for every type of TV you could possibly want to watch. The top 5. I've got the top 5 where Becky's doing 5. I get the top 5 streaming services and their advantages. So the number 1 streaming service currently is Netflix. It offers a vast library of original content and international shows known for its diverse range of genres and high-quality productions. That's what we were talking about before. They're the ones making all the good movies now.
Mm-hmm. They are.
Amazon Prime. Do you have Amazon Prime?
Yep.
I mean, the shipping service. I guess it comes automatically with the shipping service.
Yeah.
That comes with Amazon Prime subscription, offering premium original content and live sports like Thursday Night Football. Now, their regular content's not really that good. It's usually older.
It's
TV
awful.
shows. Yeah, and now they've partnered up with all the third string streaming services where you're watching something on some service you didn't even know you're at, or you have to pay for it. All their stuff's extra.
Everything's extra. What is it, like $15? And then you can't share it with your family either. You remember back in the day we could share like 5 families could be on one.
Yeah, Amazon Share. They used to do that too. That's right. Netflix has locked that down too. You can't share your account with Netflix anymore either.
But Netflix is the best one. Of mine, I like the top 10. I'm going to tell you the top 10. They got the best.
Netflix, right. Number 3 is Disney. Features a large collection of Disney, Marvel, Star Wars, and Pixar content, ideal for family-friendly viewing. We don't have any kids in our house, so we have Disney thanks to somebody else maybe, but we hardly ever watch it. We don't watch it at all.
No.
Hulu provides next-day access to current TV shows, a wide range of original content, and option for live TV. We do have Hulu. We use that a lot, but now it's rerun season, so there's nothing new on Hulu.
Hulu's got nothing on it. You know what? Another one. I don't know if you're going to throw Peacock out there. Peacock's another one. Besides WWE, it's like, but you're stuck. If you like wrestling, then you have to get Peacock no matter what.
Right. We just picked up Peacock, and my wife found out they had Days of Our Lives on it, and she used to watch that when she was younger. So
is
every
that
afternoon she gets home from work and she turns Days of Our Lives on.
Is that with Rick Springfield?
No,
that was General Hospital.
That was General Hospital, right? Yeah. But my mother used to watch Days of Our Lives when I was a kid. So you're homesick, and you see it on the TV. Some of the people are still on it. I'll walk by when my wife's watching. I go, "Oh my God, how old is that lady?"
I didn't know they still are on there. My mom used to watch Young and the Restless. You know that one, right?
Right. Yep.
With Victor. Victor's like dated everybody on the show. It's like it's the same plot every time, isn't it? They drink alcohol.
Wait, what's Victor's last name on Young and the Restless? Because the bad guy in Days of Our Lives is named Victor.
There's Victor 2 on Young and Restless.
Victor Kiriakis is the guy on Days of Our Lives. He's
great. He's the older gentleman. He was the oldest one on there, and I think he's still living like 110. He had his slick back hair. Always has his bourbon in his hand.
Right. The original Victor has died, but they still have his picture like over a fireplace in his house. And the bad guys are his children and grandchildren now. Because I'll walk in, I'll go to my wife and go, "Who's that guy?" She goes, "Oh, that's Victor's grandson." I'm like, what the hell?
Isn't it crazy? And they do a lot of that filming in Canada now, right? Most of it's in Canada.
Yeah, I think most of the soap operas go in Canada.
You know what's funny is if you talk about soap operas, like even with movies back in the, so many people like had like drinks on the show, like Dallas. Sue Ellen was known for drinking all the time.
Yeah.
Isn't it crazy? All the shows that like had alcohol in them, like getting bourbon or something.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Now the wine is obviously cranberry juice. You can tell it's got a little. It's got a little pink foam on the top when they're drinking.
Well, you know what's funny is if you talk about movies with the most out of control was Caddyshack. You know the scene behind Caddyshack, right? They were all on drugs for that whole movie. Like they said, half them scenes were just one shot and gone.
Wow.
And then when you watch it now, you're thinking, holy cow.
Right. You're like, oh, that's why that was so funny. All right, rounding out number 5 is Max, which used to be HBO, which used to be Cinemax, which is now Cinemax and HBO together called Max. Offers a rich library of Warner Brothers properties, including DC Universe and Studio something. It's an Indian company. Ghibli films, along with a variety of original series. There's not much new on that anymore either. So
No,
like I
no.
said,
Cinemax
Netflix.
used to be the bomb back in the day. Remember that in the 80s?
Yeah, Skinemax. We used to call it Skinemax.
Well, that was after dark. Remember that?
Right.
Like, was it 11 o'clock? It was
Smack
adult
after
movies
dark.
didn't come on until 11.
Right. Red Shoe Diaries.
And then you sneak down and get the TV, and the parents like, "What's the remote? What are you watching?" Oh, sports.
Right.
USA
Sports
Today.
At 12:30 at night. Yeah, it's a really good sports pod. Go ahead.
You know another streaming service I love is YouTube. YouTube TV has all the sports games. Yeah, that's the one that YouTube's rocking out everywhere. You know that. I mean, we're on YouTube. Our show, everything is going that way. So my question is to you, Mike, how many streaming services do you need? I mean, you have to buy them all. You might as well just get cable again, right? It's like
right. See, that's we went to streaming because it was cheaper than having a satellite dish. But now, if you add up all the ones we have, or the ones we pay for at least, it's probably the same price, if not more.
And you know what? I think they have a plan here because everyone has, like you said, one feature show you want. Like if it's, whatever, Yellowstone, you have to get Peacock, right? I mean,
right. So, all right, what's that on? See, we have Paramount too. I don't know what we watch on Paramount.
Oh my goodness.
I don't even know.
And then there's the free ones, Pluto and Tubi. Did you ever hear them?
Yeah. Yep. I've tried watching those, but those shows on those networks are so old. It's the old smaller picture with the black bars down the side.
There's no high def on it. It's not high def.
They couldn't adjust to the new TV, so it's. Yeah.
It's almost like they bought that off the old video, like Blockbuster, Viacom, right? The tape.
Right. Exactly.
And they're putting the VHS in and like, okay, we're gonna play this for y'all.
Right. Yeah, they picked that up at Blockbuster the day before.
I gotta ask you, your streaming services, do you get the premium without the commercials, or you go with the commercials?
Depends. I try to do without commercials if possible.
I know. You can't skip the commercials either. You know that. That's
no, not unless you pay. Like Hulu has one that you can pay more and you skip the commercials.
You know what's amazing is though, with the commercials in it, I lose like thought of the show. And back in the day, we had commercials in everything we watched.
Right.
Isn't it crazy now? Like I have to go and like fast forward and stuff like that. Back in the day, we just sat there and watched the whole thing.
Or they give you the choice of what commercial you want to watch. Have you seen that?
Oh,
it's the same. It's the same. Yeah, it's the same product. So it might be a Toyota car, but maybe you want to see it as a race car. Maybe you want to see a pretty girl driving it. Maybe you want to see a family riding in the car. So you pick which one you want. And if you don't pick, then it just jumps to the next one.
Well, I tell you what, if the commercial is the same commercial throughout the whole movie or documentary, whatever you're watching, I get tired of that. That's horrible marketing because you're just like, do I have to see this another Nationwide or State Farm commercial? It's like,
one company has sponsored the entire 2-hour movie.
Yeah.
Right.
Good stuff, brother. Well, I think that's a wrap on today, man. Anything else you want to chat about, man, before we get out of here?
This Thursday morning at 10 o'clock, if you want to catch my other show, the Palmer Show Plus One podcast, it comes out at 10 a.m. on Thursdays.
Exactly.
This week, I'm interviewing the guys from a haunted house podcast. We're talking about, is nudity necessary in horror movies?
Oh, I can't wait, man. I have to check it out, man.
A lot of boobs that we're not allowed to talk about.
And guys, I'm gonna throw this out there. If you guys get a chance tomorrow, I have 2 shows tomorrow. A keynote author, Jay Coons, is going to be on my show tomorrow. I'm reading his book today. Actually, 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock tomorrow at Staffy Shark on YouTube and all platforms. Check it out. It's all live. Comment about it. Interact with us. That's what we're all about.
Hold on, we got a sheet here we're supposed to look at. Make sure you follow the show on YouTube at Rhode Island Broadcasting, on Facebook at RI Broadcasting. The Patreon is RI Broadcasting also. And then this Thursday at 9 a.m., Ron and Becky will be on running the show, and me and Rick will just be watching and making fun of them.
Exactly. Making comments. All right, Michael. Well, hey, man, it's been a pleasure, buddy. Our first time to do it. I think we did a great job, man.
Yeah, we did. I think we talked a little fast because we're about 10 minutes early, but, it happens. It's fine.
And you know what? At the end of the day, man, it's like, you get it all done and people have another 10 minutes of their day, right?
There you go.
Hey, that's a wrap.
All right,
Good morning,
guys. Thank
everybody.
you. We'll
Take
see
care.
you. See, I'll be back on next Monday. Me and Rick will be back on Tuesday, and then Ron and Becky, like I said, are on this Thursday. So make sure you watch.
Yep.
All right, guys. Bye.